Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we are back for some more Baldur's Gate 3. So we are still in the Nautiloid ship. We have just finished saving Lady Shadowheart here, our cleric, and we are going to explore the rest of this area. I had placed a marker here just so I know where I came from, and we want to go over there. So let me just, how can I remove this? Delete. So go here. Sometimes I get a little bit confused with the minimap only, trying to understand where I have to go, and I think this can help. Reach the helm. Okay, so I know I can go here.
Just a peek.
What is here actually? Oh, the key! Nice. Inventory containers. Certain items such as keys, ingredients, and camp supplies are sorted into handy containers in your inventory. So this should have gone into the keychain. Yep. Very lovely. The chest should be this one. Perfect. Gold and onyx. I also like that it says that it used the gold key. Did it consume it? It did not. Maybe it's also used somewhere down the line. We'll see. Another person?
Woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Hello, woman. Can we save you? Oops. Dead troll.
A perfect fit for those pod controls.
Slave mine.
How many brains do they need?
Oh, a perfect fit for the controls? 2 healing potions, nice. Let me actually do something here. So I would want... Oh, she has 5. Oh, then it's fine, okay. She's my fighter, so I do want her to have the most potions. Can't use this. Unfortunate. So let's go. This is not the way we want to go. So we want to go over here. Man, I really do like the look of the map. Maybe I'm crazy and the early access was already like this, but I don't think it was. For some reason it seems more crisp. Looks good. Cerebral aquarium. How do I go up? Because I think this is an oh, never mind. I thought it was an elevator.
You're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment. No.
Lady's going crazy.
What's this now?
I think these are devils. Or fiends. Called devils. Slurp the brains.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
I am not a thrall.
Do it. We will deal with the gate after we escape.
I'm not Oh. I'm not sure if when she says Geik, if she's talking about the Illithids or not. We have a lesser Hellboar, or Hellsboar. So are these devils or demons? I can't see. Commander Zalk. Cambion. A Cambion is a scarlet-eyed and bitter-tempered Cambion are the bastard of children of devils and mortals. Ah, okay. Alright. So our main objective is to reach the helm, otherwise we lose. We don't actually have to kill anything. But since I have to move anyway, I might as well kill stuff. So let's come here. And smack the Hellsboar. Oh, lovely. And now we just wait. We're gonna swap for Wyll. We're We're gonna shoot this guy in the face. Blam! Man, I love the animation, I really do. Let's come over here. Wait. Wait. They changed hide into an action. This was a bonus action previously. I think I like this change because hide as a bonus action might have been a little bit silly. I'm kind of curious how it plays in a tabletop game. Okay, so interesting, another change there. Let us end the turn. Or we can come over here to protect ourselves from this guy, because this guy seems to be ranged. So if this one wants to come to Wyll, he will have to pass through Lae'zel.
I am fury. I am death.
Who are you shooting, bitch? Wyll. You rolled a 1 for damage? I love it. Let me open the combat log before I forget, because I do like the combat log. Yeah, we can see here 1 piercing damage. Interesting. He rolled a 2 in damage, but he got a penalty because of a dexterity modifier. His dexterity is 8. Yep. So it's Shadowheart's turn. Let's just kill this guy, because why not?
Fall, damn you.
We hit. Okay, perfect. Tentacle Lash. Okay, so let's start moving. We're gonna dash. The one thing I don't like about this, and I actually forgot to mention it in my other videos, is that I wish that when you press dash, you would get an indication of where you can actually go with dash. As it stands, I don't know where I can go with dash, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here
On the move.
to lock this guy in place. Perfect. So your turn can end already. I can see if I can just injure him already. That animation was weird. But okay, we hit, so I'm fine.
No time to waste.
We run. In the turn. You missed, bitch. I am going to avoid these two guys over here. They are way too powerful. I'm simply going to dash. And I think I'm going to run as far away as I can, or just stay over here. And just go as far away as I can. Okay, in the turn. Throw their corpses in the sticks. Okay, Wyll. Time to shine. Blam. There you go. Okay. We're going.
What should I do?
I think I'm gonna move in first with Lae'zel, because I think when we get closer, enemies spawn. And I don't want Shadowheart to be in the front line for that. Actually, just move right now. Yeah, there we go.
It's clear. Hurry before they strike.
This I remember from the early access. And here are the enemies. And right now I think I'm simply going to dash close to one of these imps. Yeah, so let's dash. Oh, I can't really... Can I jump close to him? Yeah, jumping is also another way to move farther than you think you can. Let's do that. It does consume your bonus action, but I mean that's what it's for. That's what it is there for.
Victor's path.
Wyll has ended. Can I just do a hex on? Let me see. Dexterity maybe. Is this one? This one. Ah, too far away. Okay.
My faith will protect me.
And Shadowheart, she can move up a bit. But I'm gonna cast a Guiding Bolt, which is a very powerful spell actually. For a level 1 spell, this deals 4d6 radiant damage, which is insane damage for a level 1 spell. And it will make it so that the next attack against a target has advantage. I don't know, this seems such, like, way too good. And yeah, one shot. I mean, it's very good. Man, this Mind Flayer is not gonna last. I don't want to fight that guy. But the one thing I think we can do is we can basically ignore these enemies and just reach a transponder. But let's see what options I have here.
Coming through.
Coming through.
Victory awaits.
Disengage will allow you to leave melee range without taking opportunity attacks. I know. Maybe I'll just ignore the attack and reach transponder. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go for that. I'm even gonna try and kill him with one shot by placing a Hex and then going for an Eldritch Blast. And this should deal 1d10 plus 1d6, which is a kill. Situational actions. You have unlocked an action as a result of another ability, feature, or condition. It will remain at the side of your hotbar until those conditions expire. This is because since I had put X on that enemy and I killed him before the spell ended, I can now hex a new creature without expending a spell slot, which is very cool. So it's right here on this side. It still takes up a bonus action, and since I don't have one, I can't use it, but in the next turn I can. Okay, so by killing this guy, I'm not even gonna take an opportunity attack with Lae'zel, so I can quite simply dash and interact with the transponder.
The helm's alien transponder. You made it in time.
Gooey. Mr. Dragon, no. She's a Githyanki lady. You like Githyankis? Oh no. She lives. They are still holding hands. Yes. Dude, they made this initial section a lot shorter. Because in the early access you had to go outside the ship and move a little bit further. But I actually like it shorter like this. Come on, Lae'zel, you can do it. I also like these cutscenes, these loading screens a lot. Man, a lot of improvements thus far. Like, tiny things, but it does make for a better experience. I'm happy. Hello, Tiefling. Hello, Drow Lady. And Bugbear. I don't think it's wise, Mr. Goblins, to try and attack an Illithid ship. Oh no. Oh! I did not remember that detail. Wyll, no! No, die! Ooh. Something saved us.
It hurts just to think, but you need to get your bearings. You went to Avernus as a hunter, but you've left it as prey. Not to devils, but to the tadpole in your brain.
Okay, so focus. You have a devil called Karlach to hunt. This is our main quest. Maybe your patron can help you with the tadpole. This is our demon pact. I'm kind of interested in this one. Removing the tadpole is all that matters now. Unless you find a cure, your hunting days are over. So, I kind of don't like the idea of being tied to a demon. But at the same time, it's a really cool idea. So maybe you can help me?
Perhaps. You need to help her before she can return the favor.
It's a lady demon.
High time you got back to the hunt.
Okay. Oh my god, we got 5 experience, guys. Okay. So, yeah, man, the map looks different. Somebody, please, leave me a comment and say if I'm going crazy or not, but I think this is different and much improved. Okay, so, what is this? Item context menu. Every item has a context menu where you may use them, tag them as wares, or send them to another party member. Ah, so this, right? Okay, yeah. So essentially, if you add to wares, I think this means that later you can sell in bulk. It saves you time when you're interacting with merchants. And send to camp will send it into like a chest where you can store items without having them take up space and weight in your inventory. So stuff like this, for example, this bronze chalice, I think you can just add to wares and sell it whenever we get a chance for it. Something like this as well, for example, it's just a whatever necklace. The one thing I would like, and maybe it exists and I just don't know, would be some kind of indication if an item is trash or if it has some kind of use. But okay, let's focus on our missions here. So, we have escaped the Nautiloid. We still have our personal quest to hunt Karlach, but now we also have the main quest, find a cure. We have to find a way to remove the Mind Flayer parasite. We've escaped the hells on the Nautiloid and crashed somewhere back in the material plane. We need to explore the area and find a healer. Ooh, Shadow Heart, nice. And also this mangled fisher. Ooh, an artifact. Lady. Oh, sorry. Let's respect her and just wake her.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
Magics. I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened to our Git friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
We should look for her. She might be injured or worse.
You're more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
That we do. Do you have any idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from.
Okay, so you want to stay together, I take it?
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Oh. Alright, let's get moving.
One thing. Just before we go. I wanted to thank you again. For freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod. But you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Okay, so that approval is tied to this mechanic here of, well, approval. And Right now, our relationship is neutral. She has no strong feelings toward Avatar. I'm guessing Avatar means my character. Why not just say Wyll? It would be easy to replace, right? But, okay. Wait, did she lose her items? She lost all her items?
The people.
Okay. Do you still have your weapons at least?
Ready.
Ah, okay, she does. Kind of strange.
The hero at heart. Heading out.
One thing that I also like, but I'm not sure if I'm going crazy or something, but it seems like the game is a little bit more fluid in terms of, you know, commanding the characters and interacting with the world. Maybe I'm just crazy because I'm excited to be playing the game, but it kind of looks like it. Healing potion, nice. Mergras. Ooh, a recipe. Suspension of Mergras, I think. Intellect Devourer. I do want to find our Githyanki friend. Camp supplies. Be sure to collect food and drinks. You will need them to restore your health and resources when taking a long rest. Okay. So fishies.
I'd know those clear waters anywhere.
Okay. Shanties for the bitch queen. And we all row with the spray upon our necks, and we all row with the spray upon our backs, and we all row with the sea beneath our feet, and the bitch queen stays the storm. Wave mother, lashes to the prow, wave mother, we ask to sail your skirt if you allow. Wave mother, sink us if you will. Wave mother, our skulls are yours with brine and sand to fill. Souls away and anchors still, the wind won't move without the bitch queen's will. We'll wait gladly years and days till the bitch queen brings the waves. Hey ho, she told us so, hey ho, she told us so. Okay, I like it. That was my best impersonation of a pirate. Don't count on it happening too much more often. But it is done. Man, I can't get over the fact that the map looks so much better. A perfumed letter. You can read books and notes you have picked up. Okay, sure. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again and keep on saying it till we're old and grey. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so is staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. Well, maybe we can deliver the letter. The hill overlooking the old bridge. Do I get a quest? No. Sad. By the way, if sometimes you see this screen pop up, it's not intentional. It's because if you press tab, this opens up, and some games have alt to highlight stuff while others have tab. So yeah, that's why sometimes you are seeing that. Belladonna.
This better be good.
A wooden barrel. Oh, and I want to check something again. You've discovered the waypoint. You'll be able to teleport to this location by selecting it in your map. Okay. I don't understand why she doesn't have proficiency in sleight of hand and stealth. In the early access she did, and it makes sense that she has it due to her trickery domain. I'm very curious if it's intentional or if I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
One move ahead.
Okay, so this is the waypoint right here, the ancient sigil circle. We have a locked door over here.
Won't get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
Yeah, we cannot open this right now. So looking at the map, we have two ways to go, here and here. This has... They have 19 hit points. This is tactician stuff.
Quiet as a mouse.
19 hit points is a little bit much, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna get spotted. So what do we have? We have 1, 2... And I think there's like a third enemy somewhere around here. I don't feel very safe with this. I want to try and open combat from stealth to have advantage with the guiding bolt. Yeah, let's do that. I am still scared though.
Focus. Strike true.
Okay, one down. Yeah, there's another one, you see. Oh, you water bitch. What is that?
Tentacles look nasty.
Synaptic discharge.
It's over.
1d6 plus 2 psychic damage. Expel a wave of telepathic energy. Okay, so we have this guy here, and where is the other one? Over the... Okay, so we have some time to deal with that guy. I would like to get the high ground, but I don't think I will have the chance. What is this? Can I still apply this? Wait, what? I'm not sure if this is bugged or what's happening. Wait. Am I affected by it? No, I'm not. So why is this symbol here if I cannot cast it without expending a spell slot? Well, whatever. I'm still gonna cast it because I need all the help I can get for this fight. Okay. I'm hexing dexterity not for any special reason. I should actually... Well, actually I may have a reason for it. Because Shadowheart does have some spells that target dexterity. And this means he has a saving throw with disadvantage. Eldritch Blast. Pray for me. Oh, you bitch. I needed that damage. Let's go over there. He's dashing. Make no mistake, I am scared of this fight. These guys have a lot of HP. Oh, your turn is over, that's right. That sucks a lot. I still have a bonus action, and I think I am gonna get Shield of Faith on myself. And by myself, I mean Shadowheart. So she has an extra 2 to AC.
Heading there.
And let's come over here to incentivize him to fight her and not Wyll. Really? Where is the attack roll? Ah, here. 16 plus 2 proficiency plus 2 tactician difficulty plus 2 dexterity modifier, rolling a 22. Yeah, this bonus to... I don't really like the fact that tactician adds bonuses to attack rolls. I would just prefer it if it were, you know, better AI. But... well, it is what it is. Only 1 damage, that sucked. And that's basically all that I can do here. Yeah, I will stay where I am here. Unless I can go forward and flourish. Would this help me in any meaningful way? Possibly throw the enemy off balance, which means it has disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and attack rolls against it have advantage. Okay, that may actually prove to be useful. And I don't think that that guy can reach Wyll in time to attack. So this should be relatively safe. Okay, and it should also trigger Hex, right? God damn it, man. You rolled a 1. Why you do this to me, Wyll? Why? Ow. There goes my concentration, 6 points of damage. This is a bonus action, that's good at least. I really need to hit this and kill him. She rolled a 1 in damage. Okay. Nice heal at least. But Wyll is gonna die right now. Really? You didn't go for Wyll? Okay, that's weird. Okay, you need to kill him. Like, right now. My other option is to disengage and move away. But that just means that Shadowheart has an extra chance to die, which is not good either. Thank God. Okay, we got an extra 4 points from our Dark One's Blessing, which means we have 8 hit points to play with right now. The question is, do I want Wyll to tank a hit from this guy or just have Shadowheart take it? I think I still want Shadowheart to take it. If you look at AC, she has 16, so better chance to heal. Better chance to live, I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna keep Wyll back here. Okay. And please miss. Oof. Okay, that's something. Dipping is a bonus action. I wanted to dip my weapon in fire, but I don't have enough movement points to do it and still attack him, I don't think. Maybe I do. I'll just try and see if I can dip from this area, or do I want to firebolt him and then run back? That's also an option. Firebolt him and then gain distance so he can't attack me? Yeah. Also, I don't know why she has this cantrip. Jesus Christ, dude. It's a 10-sided die. Just whatever. Okay. I would love to have X here. Can I level up during combat? You can't level up during combat. Okay, good to know. That was very clear. Yes! Okay, 1d10 rolls a 9. That's good. That's good. Compensating for her poor performance. I'm also going to heal. Or actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna try and save the potion for later. I don't think he can... I forget that he has a range attack. Why do I always think that they have melee attacks only? Okay, so 85% chance to hit on melee, only 80% chance to hit with Firebolt. I actually don't understand why that is. Because she has 13 dex and 13 strength, so she has a +1 to hit with the melee weapon and a +1 to hit with the ranged touch attack. So this 85 and 80%, I'm not sure if they're really that accurate. But I'm gonna go with it and just assume that it is better. Please, Shadowheart. 85%. This deals 1d6 plus 1 bludgeoning. Yeah, so technically, even a roll of 1 should kill. Thank God, man.
Survival isn't such a distant prospect.
I'm actually gonna pause the game with turn base. In the day, your replenishable resources are dwindling. Take a long rest. I don't like that. I should be able to click and close the tutorial instead of just going away automatically. Whatever. So yeah, you can enter turn-based at will. which is what I did here, to pause the game. You've entered turn-based mode. The game has paused around you and time is broken down into rounds that represent 6 seconds each. Turn-based mode can be used to avoid traps, perils, or being spotted. This is actually quite useful. I'm not sure if I'm gonna remember to actually use this very often, but I will try to. And here, we can actually use a short rest to replenish 50% of our hit points, or go for a full rest, long rest, and replenish all of them, plus our spells. I'm gonna go for a short rest and continue exploring a bit, and if I find another tough fight, I will use a long rest.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
Okay. And also, one particularity of the Warlocks is that Warlocks actually replenish their spell slots with short rests. Unlike, you know, other classes like a Cleric here. So I am gonna quick save. Depending on what we find, I may leave the level up for the next episode so I can think about it. But let's see what we have. So we have a health increase from 10 to 17, good. We gained the spell slot, awesome. We gained the spell and we can also replace a spell. So from spells gained, I don't dislike having 5 more hit points until a long rest, which means that even if I have a short rest, this still stays on. This may actually be better than I gave it credit for. I'm not really going to be using this, I don't think, although it is 3d6 damage. It's not bad. This one is also quite good. Hellish Rebuke. Again, not bad, but I don't like the fact that I'm taking all that damage. Okay, I'm gonna go defensive here and I'm gonna take the Armor of Agathis. And for Eldritch Invoke... this is where I start loving the Warlock. Eldritch Invocations. In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch Invocations. Fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with an abiding magical prowess. And this, you can choose a bunch of options here. So let's look at them one by one. We have Agonizing Blast. When you cast Eldritch Blast, add your Charisma modifier to the damage it deals, unless it is negative. This is very good. It's just a passive bonus damage. Armor of Shadows. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot. Also very lovely. Beast Spear. The one thing is that Warlocks can use light armor and still cast spells. I don't remember exactly how mages work. I don't think they can cast spells with light. I'll have to see. But I do like this one. Beast Speech. You can cast Speak with Animals at will without expending a spell slot. This is cool, but I'm not sure if it's gonna justify using an invocation for it, because there are also scrolls and potions of animal speech. So I think I'm just gonna leave this one out. Beguiling Influence. You invoke your patron's bewitching charm. You gain proficiency in deception and persuasion. I already have proficiency in persuasion. I'm not sure if it gives me an extra bonus or if it does nothing. I'm actually curious about that. It just says +5 and +5, so I'm guessing it doesn't do anything different. Devil's Sight. I do like this one a lot. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 24 meters. So I believe it's double the range of dark vision. And believe me, being able to see in the dark can make a lot of difference in a lot of areas. So this one I think is one of the top contenders. Fiendish Vigor. You can cast False Life on yourself at will as a level 1 spell without expending a spell slot, granting me 7 temporary hit points. Quite good. Mask of Many Faces. Disguise Self. Is this even... I'm not really sure what this does. I have to play around with it to find out. One with Shadows. You learn how to cast One with Shadows. This is actually cool. So this will allow you to vanish into the darkness and become invisible as long as you stand still. So invisibility will end early if you move, attack, cast another spell, take an action, or take damage. I actually think that in the early access you could move and you would stay invisible. I might be remembering this wrong. But the main problem with this ability is that it costs an action. So in my mind, this is good for something like you're in a combat situation and you are under pressure, like with a melee opponent on top of you, and or several actually, and you just want people to leave you alone. You can use your action for the turn and just go invisible and then attack from stealth, which means advantage. So it can be good. I'm just not sure if it's better than the other options here. Then we also have this one that I love. When you hit the creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 4.5 meters away from you. Now, this sounds very cool. But the real reason why this spell is so good, in my opinion, is because Baldur's Gate 3 has a lot of verticality to it. Which means there will be a lot of situations where you're like on top of a roof or near a cliff, and enemies are also in the region. And let's say an enemy has something like 60 hit points, for example. Instead of wasting spells, time, and attack rounds on damaging him, sometimes just pushing him off a bridge or a cliff will kill him outright. And having an ability to do that from a distance with Eldritch Blast for free, well, quote-unquote free, is really useful. And it is really, really cool. So I think I'm going to be taking this one. And we also have Thief of Five Fates. Once per long rest, you can cast Bane using a Warlock spell slot. So this one will cost you a spell slot. And it's just a Bane spell. I don't think it justifies taking an Eldritch Invocation for this. So honestly, for me, the best options here are Agonizing Blast, Armor of Shadows, Devil's Sight, One with Shadows, and Repelling Blast. I'm gonna go for the one I think is the better one, which is just having more damage. And I'm gonna go for the fun one, which is pushing people away. The safe option would be something like One with Shadows or Devil's Sight, but this is just too much fun to pass on. So yeah, this is our level up done. It didn't take that long, so I guess I'm cool with it. Wyll is now level 2. Now let's look at Shadowheart. Same deal, she goes from 10 to 17 hit points. We get class features, we get another level 1 spell slot. And we have Channel Divinity Charge 1. You gain the ability to channel divine energy starting with 2 effects. Turn Undead and an effect determined by your domain. Replenished by a short or a long rest. Actions, we got Turn Undead. This is our Channel Divinity. And we also got Invoke Duplicity. Distract your enemies with an illusion. Within 3 meters of the illusion, attack rolls have advantage for you and your allies. Ooh. This is... I don't think I ever noticed that about this skill. Both the attacker and the creature must be within 3 meters of the illusion. Okay, it is... It's kind of annoying to set up, I imagine, but it can be very good. We can also prepare our spells. And we can see here that Wisdom is our main attribute. I don't know why the spell save DC is only 10. It should have a bonus from Wisdom. Okay, so currently we have Inflict Wounds, which is quite powerful for early on. It deals 3d10 necrotic damage. Guiding Bolt, also very good. Healing Word I like a lot, because it will heal a creature and it is a bonus action, very important. Shield of Faith, quite nice, increases the armor by 2, but it does require concentration. And Cure Wounds requires an action. Normally, I don't like that much to have a spell slot occupied with just a heal spell. I prefer to just have healing word for it. The difference is this one heals for 1d8 plus 3, while this one only heals for 1d4. Our options would be Bless, which will grant attack roll bonus and saving throws to 3 of our friendly creatures. Bane, which is the opposite for our enemies. Sanctuary, you or an ally, oh this is different, cannot be targeted until you attack or harm a creature. You can still take damage from area spells. Until the affected entity attacks or harms another creature, it cannot be targeted by enemy attacks. However, it can still be take damage from spells that influence larger. Isn't this just the same thing but with more text? Okay, this I like a lot. It's also a bonus action. It can save somebody from dying. And you also have Create or Destroy Water. This can also be deceptively good. I think I'm going to take out Cure Wounds and Shield of Faith. And I will take Sanctuary and Bless. The reason why usually I like Bless over Bane is that... So Bless gives you a bonus of plus 1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws to your party members. And Bane inflicts a 1d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws on enemy creatures. The big difference between these two is that naturally this is a offensive spell, right? It gives you a better chance to hit, while this one is more of a defensive spell, preventing you from getting hit. It is also offensive because it lowers their saving throws, and this is also defensive by increasing your saving throws. But the main difference really is that this one doesn't require that, sorry, let me reiterate. This one you can cast on your friends and it will always land because these are friendly creatures. However, if you are trying to target enemies, they have a chance to save against the spell. So Bless will always benefit your party, and Bane can sometimes affect all of the enemies, while other times it can affect none of them. Or just one or something like that. So I like this spell selection here. Not sure if Sanctuary will be used that much, especially early on, but I want to play with it a bit. And this is all we have. Okay, so our level up was quite simple. Okay. So we got one more spell slot to play with, and you have 2 spell slots to play with.
Checking things out.
Something that I'm finding weird, is it just me? Her hair looks purple here, but her hair is black. Okay, not sure what that's about. Okay, intellect of... Ooh. Oh, what is this? Intellect Devourer Cerebellum. Alchemical ingredient. Combine 3 of these to create a suspension. Elixir of Psychic Resistance. Very rare potion. Ah. Intellect Devourers are born of the brains of humanoid mind flayer thralls. So what is it exactly that you are holding in your hands? Okay. I like that. Can I pick this up without getting burned? Yes, I can, thank God.
Easy enough.
Some corpses.
Just a peek.
Water. And what else do we have around here? There's a Nautiloid. Oh, chests. Mysterious liquid. I kind of want to step in it to see what it does, but I'm also afraid of it. Wizard's Bane Oil. Coat your weapon in oil. Its targets receive a -3 penalty to spell attack rolls and spell save DC. Very nice. And disadvantage on saving throws for maintaining concentration for 2 turns. Bonus action. This I think would be very cool for a rogue. Or a fighter as well, I guess. Healing potion, caustic bulb. It's basically a grenade. Okay, so Shadowheart,
Next, I wonder.
go investigate, lady. You've stepped in a surface that could become dangerous if affected by elements like fire or lightning. Most surfaces like this can be washed away with water. Okay. So let's see what fire does to this. It blows it up. Okay. Good to know.
Defender of the people.
A rapier. Grapes. Nice.
2 steps at a time.
I also want to check something, by the way. So, I saw that my character is proficient with shields. But can I cast spells with shields?
Sharp as ever.
It seems like I can. Okay, so what I want to check now is the accuracy. 36% chance. 36% chance. So is it just free to give a warlock a shield? If so, that's very cool.
Faith will guide me.
Okay.
What's next?
So this is a new area. And this is a new area. Let's go here first.
On I go. Let's see.
Sorry, and let's control Wyll
Checking things out.
as our primary character here. Thieves' tools, nice. Okay, so this is locked.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so let me check this out. Difficulty class is 5, so this is almost free. We have Thieves' tools, which will enable us to open locks. Okay. The tools will break on an unsuccessful attempt, this is important. And I can add the bonus from guidance. What I want to check is, this is the bonus that Wyll has.
My faith
What is the
protects
bonus that you have?
me. Let's see what my touch can do.
Yeah, she is not proficient.
Sharp as ever.
Okay.
As one does.
Well, let's lockpick. We add guidance, which basically gives you a 1d4 bonus to ability checks. This is like one of the most important cantrips to have for dealing with this kind of thing. So I like having it. Come on, man. The total bonus is 3 to 6. It's almost guaranteed. Jesus, and very low roll still. Okay, we have unlocked it. Why am I shining? Oh, because I have guidance. Okay. A helmet. Dexterity saving throws +1. Light armor. I am proficient with light armor, so I can use it without any kind of issue. Alchemy. You can craft your own potions, poisons, and elixirs using alchemy. Gather ingredients to distill into extracts and experiment to brew wondrous solutions. Where is my crafting menu? Here, alchemy. I see. I see. What is this? It doesn't say. Interesting. Salts, essences, ashes, vitriols, and suspensions. Murgrass. Suspension of murgrass. Yeah, it doesn't say what it does. Touching a little of the substance to your lips, you begin to hear muffled pulses of sound, daubs of thoughts belonging to those nearby. Huh. Well, I want to see what this does. Recipe unlocked. Potion of mind reading. Ooh. It said press H to view. I pressed H, but I didn't view anything. What is my potion? Potion.
What am I to do?
The pride of the god.
What? Oh, did I just learn how to craft it or something? Sorry, I'm understanding this. Ah, okay, so now I can craft it. It uses a suspension of mergrass and any sublimate. Purified to sudden heating, these extracts have become vaporous and are often linked to the element of air. Fragments of memory and perception smattered this liquid, a crude constellation of thought. Okay. These things are looking very cool. Okay, let's
Heading out.
move on. Tan -taran -tan, tan -taran. Tan -taran -tan, tan -taran -tan -tan.
Find the
Balsam.
keepers.
Gimme. Recipe unlocked. Ashes of balsam. Press H. Dude, why do I press H and nothing happens? I don't know. Oh, I know why. Because it's here, right? Ah, okay. Okay. Potion of greater healing. Cool. I cannot get there. Are you joking? Okay, let me quick save before I kill myself jumping to the void. Was ist das? Secret?
Nice view.
Oh, come on. There was something here. Can I recheck it if I cast guidance? I wonder.
Let's try this way.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I'm also gonna check something here. I have my armor of Agathis. It grants me 5 temporary hit points, and I want to see if it stacks with the blessing of the old one. It does not stack. That's bad. That is bad. I will probably have to swap that spell at some point. Oh, Astarion, hello. Let's pick up this guy and then we can finish up the episode.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Do you know?
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
He sounds fishy, so kill it yourself. You look capable enough.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
I see. Let's use dexterity to quickly roll away. Yeah, buddy. You wanna fight me, bitch?
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
I wonder if it's possible to save him from a pod, but I didn't see him. You have it backwards, they snatched me up too.
I'm not an idiot. I saw... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm, it connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I might have done the same were the roles reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Astarion. Well, I guess we can tell him my name and my story.
My, you've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship?
Sometimes there's a somewhat large delay between finishing a line and having an option to respond. Yes, well, unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it, we need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
Well, you should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a mind flayer ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
I don't actually remember if I read the quest for... Yeah, I didn't. I'll have to look at this as well. So yeah, we have companion quests here. The Daughter of Darkness for Shadowheart and the Pale Elf for Astarion. We also have to level them up. But since we are on the 1 hour mark, I think I will just, you know, leave it here. I just pause the game in turn-based mode. So yeah, we have picked up Shadowheart, we have picked up Astarion, we have fled from the Nautilus ship, and we're basically just exploring whatever this area might be. So yeah, the one thing I'm thinking, and this may happen before I start the next episode, I may load the game and swap this spell, the Armor of Agathis. The only thing I'm curious about this spell is if I have the armor up and I kill someone, does the Blessing of the Old One stack with this spell, or does it not stack at all? Because if it doesn't stack, I think I'm just gonna remove it and pick something else. But yeah, other than that, we will continue very, very soon, my friends. So, as always, thank you so much for being here in the channel with me, watching some Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you have any questions, any suggestions, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. There are more videos coming up very, very soon. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.